Hi friends, hello, hello. Hi everybody, I'm Regina and today I'm going to record the video about plant medicine and specifically about Wachuma ceremony. Because I believed that it's really helpful and many people should have access to this medicine and should try it. Because as I feel, it's amazing. It's an amazing opportunity to heal your biggest traumas, your wounds, in the very fast way, you know? That's why I've decided to record this video and explain you my personal Wachuma experience. So, I did many times ayahuasca in Spain, and I like it. I felt like, wow, it's so interesting, it's so deep. And I know that many people are afraid to do plant medicine and ayahuasca because they're afraid consequence, that sometimes it can be really hard trip, hard journey. I talk with many people, I know, many afraid of this, many afraid to meet the darkness, deepest darkness from inside. But sometimes sometimes you achieve such point when you don't afraid anything because you don't afraid to lose anything. You are ready. That's the best point when you can try it and can heal yourself. So ayahuasca it's the medicine from jungles of Amazonia, where two plants combine together. Ayahuasca it's liane plus leaves of some special leaves, and it gives power and you get some message. But ayahuasca very intense. You can't, you are losing your ego, you're losing your mind in order to get experience. So that's why it's scary for some people. You need to have some assistant who will control the process, who will help you to come back if you need. Wachuma is a little bit different. Wachuma it's cactus from Peruvian Andean mountains. And Wachuma is, some people even call it walking medicine, because you can hike, you can do walking and still be under influence of medicine. And so funny, but I always liked ayahuasca. For me, ayahuasca was easy, clear, so nice. And because my husband had powerful message from Wachuma, we decided to go to Peru and try it authentical from somebody who is in Peru, to see how it cooks, to learn more about Wachuma. But for me it was closed. I tried Wachuma 3 times before in Peruvian mountains and I never felt anything. I tried it first time in Spain, I never felt anything. And my husband felt interesting conversations, he had conversations, and I'm like, what is this? Why I don't feel anything? So, usually when I have blinds about something, for me it becomes really interesting and I become like bull, bumping the wall till it becomes clear for me. That's happened with Wachuma. I didn't give up. I tried again and again, again and again, again and again. So finally my friends in Peru who cooked plant medicine, they told me, okay Regina, if it doesn't work for you, we will make for you something special, very strong, and see how it will work for you. So last Sunday, it's 5 days ago, I came to my friends in Peru and I tried strong Wachuma. As I did Wachuma with seeds, with special sacred seeds, which include DMT. Same like ayahuasca, combined with leaves chacarura, and it's create powerful medicine. My friends did same, they combined Wachuma with seeds. And that was my first powerful meeting of Wachuma spirit. My intention, it's very important to have intention when you do plant medicine, Same like with Nidra yoga, same like with many things, with repair, with many things. It's very important to clearly understand your intention for what you do it. And my intention last Sunday was to meet the spirit of Wachuma. I wanted to know who is Wachuma, what entity behind this plant, what power this plant has, what special about this plant. And I met him. I met Wachuma. First time in my life. And now I feel like it's would be nice for everybody who is ready. So now I'm going to tell you about my experience. I took a glass of this liquid, and my friends look at me and said, "Oh, Regina, be careful with amount." I said, "It's never worked for me, so who cares?" And I drank like such glass full. The funny thing was that I had before cappuccino and croissant. I didn't plan to have ceremony. My friends called me when I was in cafe, finished my coffee, and they said, "Please come, we made it special for you." So I said, "Okay." I had coffee with milk, but usually, Wachuma is not comparing with milk. But anyway, I decided, whatever. I came and I drink Wachuma after all this food. And it's digests perfectly. These friends, they really know how to cook it so good that it was digesting very easy and very smooth. I even after 1 hour start to feel conversation in my stomach, Wachuma with coffee, about how they will find connection. And I told them, "Hey guys, be friendly, okay?" And they chick and found the way and digested everything. Easy, I didn't vomit, nothing. I didn't poop, nothing. It was the best, so easy, so smooth. And after maybe 1 hour and 30 minutes, I start to feel strange. I start to feel that mountain is moving, everything is moving. I ask Federico, "Why is the mountains moving?" Federico was very responsible and very adequate. He just make me calm. He said it's okay. Mountains is moving because they're alive, no problem. So after 20 minutes more, I start to feel that my body react on the music a lot. Every different songs create different sensations, very strong sensations in my mind, in my body. So I went to the garden, far from people. I realized that the medicine is strong. It started to move like never before. So I went to the safe place, lie down on the couch, and I hear the voice, clear voice of old grandfather. He said, "Are you ready to go to your roots, to deepest part of your roots?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And then suddenly, for some reason, music changed. Nobody did it for purpose. It's just life itself, great order. Suddenly music changed, and it was my music from Mongolia, shamanic rhythm. And this music just made something so deep. I just went so deep, this so big hit, and hot tears start to link, and then I start to shake, and I saw how I'm going down in my body, and I felt the process of like liana or something, just look for wounds, look for pain, was looking for some disturbings, and healed. That was process of healing, different parts of my body and energy. And after that I come back again, and I felt, okay, I need to go more far from people. I went to yoga shala, lie down on the floor, opened my hands, opened my legs, and I felt at the same time very good, very high. Like sensation was unbelievable, beautiful, and like a lot of love in my body. And at the same time, I couldn't move. I barely walked to the yoga shala. And there I hear the voice which says, now you will leave your body. Are you ready to leave your body? I was like, oh, what? They said, are you ready to leave your body, leave your body? I said, will I be back? I have husband, I need to care about him. Will I be back? I said, like, this is not a question. Yes or not? I said, yes, I'm ready. And they're like, okay, here we go. And I felt like everything started to move, and I'm going somehow to my bottom of the body, and I see the channel, like, you know, corridor channel, which is try to align with all pieces. And the corridor becomes wider, wider, clear, clear. I see red color, and I'm going there to the tunnel. And if I open eyes, I see the ceiling. I see that I'm above my body. I'm closer to the ceiling, and everything is breathing. But if I close my eyes, I see the tunnels, and I'm flying somewhere. Very like strange sensation. I'm flying, and then still, I'm always try to be aligned with the center. So then it was, long story short. First, I saw my mother, her energy, her nature. It was all about reptilians, about snakes and dragons. I saw my grandmother and all this generation of women, which is connected to the snakes in nature, not in the real life, in our dimension, but in general, their nature like nagis, like a snake nature. And then suddenly I saw my father. And yeah, during the healing before, when I met Wachuma Spirit, he also told me like our connection was broken for a long time, but now it will be renovated. And this healing part, I felt like I was reconnected to the masculine energy and to Wachuma, which is I knew him before, but I lost connection. Now I again create connection. And when after I met my father energy, that was complete. That was kind of connected to Wachuma, connected to the masculinum, connected to the sun. But I was so surprised because first time it was like first time I met these creatures, which were full of light, full of subtle needles, beautiful, like a, consciousness, full of light, and they are so playful. And I hear voices of angels. It's like some new creatures, full of light, full of kindness, full of love. And I saw this moment when my mom and my father met each other. It was even so funny because I see these creatures, beautiful, beautiful. They take any form, they talk with me, many of them. It's like full of light. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, not okay. Actually, this game and this playfulness leading to your conceiving. That's how you were conceived, in the playfulness of the light and snakes. And I see how my papa and mama create me, kind of mix of these energies. And then I continued to talk with the spirits of my father. I met them, I recognized them, I got their support, I feel their deep in my body everywhere. All these songs, and I felt like it's like something new, completely new that I never had before, like reconnection with the ancestors from my father's side. And after that, I was shaking so much, and I felt like spirit of Puma, which is coming in my body, and decided to stay there. And I said, okay, no problem. But it was kind of strange sensation, which is like shaking, whole my body was shaking and my lower part of shaking. And I was like, wow, no, we have new friends inside our body. We need to stay with that. I was all this, my pelvis were in the fire. I was shaking like so much, and I felt pleasant and unpleasant sensation in same time everywhere. And I start to breathe very deep. It helps me. Then I said, okay, I'm ready to come back. That's enough. I'm good. I feel better. I got answers on all my questions. I'm ready to come back. But it was difficult. I couldn't come back at all. I took so many efforts to come back, but I couldn't. Yeah, one moment also that it was a moment interesting, all this process, when I had my intention in my mind, and every time when I ask something, some entities gives me answer on any question that I ask. And I ask, for example, in the beginning, what should I do in this world? What is my best work? How I should work? What I can give people? What should I give people? And they told me, this is not right question. Ask something else. I said, like, this is not right question. About Ukraine, this is not your question. I said, okay, who I am? Who am I? And these voices, this is the right question. Continue. And they navigate me, they taught me these voices. I hear the voices that constantly taught me this process. And I knew that this voice is familiar. I heard it many times before in my dreams, in ayahuasca ceremony. This is very familiar, same voices. Very wise and strong creatures. And they told me, again, ask yourself, ask yourself. So I continue, who am I, who am I, who am I? And that's how it leading me to my mother, then to my father, then to me, deep inside me. And I saw my nature, I saw my different natures, like me on different planets, in different forms, in different shapes, which I already saw before and during the ayahuasca ceremony. And during this Wachuma, again, I met this experience. I was again on this spaceship, tried to be centered. And I look at myself like some avatar. Like here I'm like just part of me, just projection from other place. And I saw many stories about who I am. But they constantly told me, be focused, ask who you are, And so after that, I couldn't come back, yeah, as I said. And I decided to stand up, and I cried to my friend, hey, please, change the music, because I can't come back, change the music. And on the run, like, said, okay, yeah, I also want other music. The music is very important. So they changed music, and I kind of tried to come back, but again I was on the other place. I was on between galaxies conference where many creatures meet each other. I sit in the lotus, and I felt like somebody told me, find center, and I felt the energies inside. And I remember, like, I looked for my center, I found the center, and it was like up, people, like many creatures. We were very satisfied, like we are centered, yeah, everything is going in the right direction. So it was like something important that happened between different worlds that should happen in that moment, and we made nice job, and everybody were happy. Yeah? That was very interesting part, because actually it feels like that part between galaxy conference was the main part of all of that. That I have to done some job, and all previous hallucinations about my nature, my father, my mother, my healing, my wounds, it was like additional. It was additional, but the most important that was meeting in the big hall with different creatures where we talk not with words, but with sensations of self-centration. Yeah, it was so, like, not about me, but like, interesting. It was less selfish, but something very interesting, and sensations were very powerful. After that, I barely moved outside, and I went to fire where people sit. Anna, Federica, and Guillermo. I sit next to them. I said, "Oh, I can't come back. Help me." They give me tobacco. Tobacco helped a little bit. Then one yoga teacher came to us, and we had this fire, and we started to sing mantras. And that was amazing how I started to feel different mantras create different energies inside our body. And I asked them, can you switch on this mantra? And they switch on that, and like, whoa, it's worked like this. I started to feel how different mantras actually activate different energies inside us. It was one powerful mantra, and I felt clear that some sweetness coming from top of my head to my mouth, some honey is coming. And then like many rivers going to my heart and bring sweet nutritions to my heart. Like many rivers to my heart and create ocean in my heart, full of sweetness, full of honey. It was so beautiful. And I like, oh my gosh. And then I asked, can you switch on that one mantra, Gayatri? They switch on Gayatri, and I start to feel completely different energy just moving inside me. And I noticed how different sounds works different in our body. It was amazing, beautiful experience. So then we sit long near the fire. It was already cold, plus 10 degree, but nobody care about cold. We shaking, but still near the fire, listening mantras, singing mantras, play drum till midnight, just sitting on the grass, super cold air in the mountains, and nobody care about this. We just in this easy jackets and poncho. And nice conversations. Every time you continue different visions, I look at Anna and I see the wolf and I see the similar nature like me, something. So it was continued different insights. I still could ask questions, get answers, still felt support. But I was ready to come back and so difficult, be normal. Then the friends realized that I'm not ready to go home. I was too disconnected from this world, from this reality. So I stay in that house. Thank you, Anna. She gave me her bed, her room, and I stay in the comfortable bed. In the morning, I woke up fresh, no hangover, no pain, nothing. My mind was a little bit dizzy, but fresh, no pain, and I was okay. And I went to drink coffee in the morning. I was surprised how good my sensations was after all, because after ayahuasca usually I feel pain, I feel headache. But that was so good, easy. And I was really understand that it was all about meeting with different spirits, who is the teachers from different realities. And first it was healing part. Before to meet somebody, before to have some real conversations and a real journey beyond your body, first it was big healing process. They looked for some wounds and healed me. And then when I was ready, the journey started. I think that's my experience with Wachuma. And now I feel like many of my friends need it, especially people from Ukraine who suffered from war, from violence, because I suffered from violence all my childhood. I know how it's difficult to be constantly under aggression, and I can't comprehend aggression anymore. And I know how many people has this problem right now in this world. And I think that this kind of plant can help to, to cover the holes, to cover the wounds, to renew broken hearts. Yeah. So I'm happy about my experience. I'm very grateful to all these friends who I met in Peru, to Federic, Anna, Guillermo, who made this plant medicine special for me and showed it for me. are really grateful. And if you want to try it, let me know. I will text them and we will organize retreat medicine plus yoga. By the way, the plant also showed me how good asanas and yoga practice affect us. Because every time when I do plant medicine, my body is so comfortable. And it's so good to come back to this body, which is so sensitive and so open for for energy. Every time when I come back to my body after plant medicine, I feel gratefulness. And now I understand that yoga, it's not just Instagram beautiful show, you know, it's really made our body juicy and good vessel for energy. So yoga and plant medicine works together, amazing. And mantras, yoga, mantras, meditation, everything this made our body a perfect vessel for energy. So let me know if it's interesting for you, if you have more questions. I will be happy to explain more. And thank you for watching me. Eric, I'm happy that you asked me to make this video to explain my experience. I love you. Hope to see you soon. Mwah.